As you inhale, you want to look up at the hands and then gently hop or step forward, bringing the feet together. And then once you're there, you want to exhale and fold, taking care to bend through the knees so that the belly touches the thighs. What we're going to be doing here is something called the dead man stretch, which is just grasping onto opposite elbows whenever you're ready. And then we're going to softly start off on the right hand side. So I want to gently just turn towards the right and then lift up the left heel. Now remember that this is a very intense stretch, so of course if lifting the heel is too much, you can always just keep the heel down, but still make sure to turn the body in the right direction because that's a nice little side body stretch. As you can see, the twist is really nice for that hamstring as well. We tend to neglect our side bodies in favor of working just the upper, middle, and lower body, but the side body needs a lot of work as well. And then as you can see, you can just gently go back and forth towards the right, lifting the left, and then towards the left, lifting the right. Take your time with this. The deeper the stretch, the better your practice is going to be in the meantime. Just a couple more. As you inhale, you want to press the palms together, come on all the way up, and then exhale Tadasana or hands to heart center. We'll start off the class with just a little Surya lunging. So the typical yoga warm up for the day. On the inhale, press the palms up, all the way up. Nice big inhale here. As you exhale, fold down through the hips. You want to take the right foot, you want to step it back, and then just drop the right knee. This is your Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge here. The left knee is completely closed, you raise the chest. As you exhale, you want to plant the hands and then just step the left foot back. Of course, this does not have to be perfect. This is just the warming up stage. Just getting in some movement into the body. A nice little down dog here right in the middle. On the next breath, you want to drop the knees and then roll the chest gently across the mat. As you get to your Bhujangasana Cobra, inhale, you want to pause just for a second. Press the elbows towards the chest. And then exhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips, down dog here. Take your time, maybe take a breather or two. Next, inhale, the right foot comes forward, the left knee comes down. So the same foot that goes back is the one that comes forward. Lift through the chest, Anjaneyasana here. As you exhale, again, you want to plant the hands, you want to curl through the back toes, and then just step forward. Take a nice little inhale, and then as you exhale, you forward fold. Inhale the palms all the way up and together. And then exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart center. We'll go again. As you inhale, the palms come all the way up. Nice big inhale here, and exhale, fold at the hips. We'll switch it up so this time the left foot comes back, and then that knee drops. Anjaneyasana this side. As you exhale, plant the hands, curl the toes, step on back, down dog here. Drop the knees, roll the chest across the mat, Bhujangasana, inhale, Cobra. As you exhale, you can lift the hips and then return to your down dog. Take your time. When you're ready on the inhale, step that same foot forwards, and the back knee is going to come all the way down, crescent lunge on this side. You want to step that foot forward once again, and then exhale, fold. As you inhale, the palms come together and come all the way up. Nice big inhale, and exhale, hands to heart center. We'll work through about 2 of the Surya A's now, which is typical of yoga. Working through one Surya and then working through another. As you exhale, you fold, and then inhale, lift the chest halfway, keep the hands planted on the ground, or at least the fingertips. And then as you exhale, you want to plant the hands, step on all the way back for your down dog. I'm going to do a modified chaturanga here. I'm going to lower my knees first. I'm going to press my elbows in towards my body and come down halfway for half plank. As I inhale, I lift to an up dog. My hands and my feet are the only things touching. Everything else is nice and uplifted. As I exhale, I roll on all the way back to another down dog. Take my time, I bend through my knees, I roll my shoulders away from my ears, and I just breathe here. I press through the backs of my heels. I see the symmetry between my toes and my feet. As I inhale, I step on forwards, and then I take another exhale and fold. Maybe getting a little bit deeper in my fold this time, still working on those hamstrings. As I inhale, the palms I come all the way up, and then as I exhale, I hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Here we go, we'll do it one more time. Inhale here, palms all the way up, and then as you exhale, unfold. As you inhale for your halfway lift, just lift the chest gently. Exhale, plant the hands, step on back, move to your chaturanga. If you can, do the whole high plank and low plank, and then come all the way up to your up dog and down dog. If not, you can always modify with the knees down. The point is to build the strength in the arms so that we're prepared for the other poses that are to come. Take one more breath here. As you inhale, you want to bring the right foot forward in between the hands. The left foot comes down 45 degrees. This is going to be called Virabhadrasana A or Warrior 1. So you bring the palms together up overhead. You have a couple of options here. The palms can be all the way pressed together. The fingers can be intertwined, or you can do just like what I did, little finger pose there. But you want to make sure that both feet are nice and grounded. So we're pushing in through the outsides of the feet, lifting the arches of the feet. The hips are square, so the right hip comes back, the left hip comes forward. You press into the right foot, bending to the right knee. Of course, if the heart is beating too fast for your liking, you can always bring the hands to heart center. We want to remember to lift to the chest here. As you exhale, you open on up, Virabhadrasana B. This is Warrior 2. We're checking the back foot. It's 90 degrees parallel to the back of the mat. And make sure that the shoulders are nice and relaxed here. Once again, opening up through the hips, extending through them. We still want to press on the outsides of the feet. Holding steady here, tucking in through our tailbone. As you exhale, we're going to bring that front elbow towards that knee, and then the other hand comes all the way up and over. This is called bound angle. Now, of course, you have a couple of modifications here. As you see, I have my little block there. If I needed the block, I could place it on the inside of the right foot. I could place my hand on top of the block, and then I can just reach up with my other hand. If not, you do the whole pose. Bring the elbow to the knee, and you work the side body. As you exhale, you look down first, then place the hands. Then you can just step on back for your down dog. You can take a child's pose here, a down dog of vinyasa, as you can see me do here. The choice is yours. You want to keep your body active, or you want to do a more passive workout. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So when you're ready on the inhale, the left foot is going to come forward this time. The right heel is going to come down 45 degrees. So Virabhadrasana A on this side. Want to make sure that you work both sides of the body. Balance is the key to a good practice. And of course, you can always switch up the hand positions. If the hands are up above from the first time, you may want to keep them there. Or if your heart's beating too fast, bring them to heart center. It's very rare, but we sometimes do reverse prayer as well, which is both hands behind the small of the back in prayer fashion. So you can see bending through the left knee, squaring my hips, left going back for right coming forward. And breathing for 2 more. As I exhale, I want to open my arms up. I want to check my back foot. Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2 on this side. So once again, the reason why we press on the outsides of the feet is to protect the joints. Even though this is a hip extender, we still want to protect the knee joints and we want to protect the ankle joints. Pressing on the insides of the toes can cause a little bit of damage there over time. You just want to make sure that we're safe in our practice. The arms get tired, you can always curl them in, and you can always curl them out. As you exhale, you bring the elbow to the knee, bound angle on this side. Once again, you have that block modification, that block option. See how you feel. Both sides are different, so maybe this side's a little tighter. We'll do 2 more there. As you exhale, you want to look down first, then place the hands, then step on all the way back. Once again, option for down dog, vinyasa, take a child's pose if you need it. Be moving towards some nice, more hip extenders. I'll give you a second or two in whatever you're doing. Taking a breath in down dog, really pressing through the heels. Knees slightly bent. Two more breaths there. As you inhale, press the right foot forward. This time we're going to move towards the middle of the mat so both feet are pointing in the same direction. This is a wide-legged forward fold. Now, as you can see, I have my hands in front of the face. My knees are slightly bent here. I push the weight forward into my toes while my heels are still planted. I really want the feet almost in a parallel fashion so that both toes are in a straight line when I'm looking at them. Of course, if you want to, you can always bind the hands behind as well. Open up the palms. That's a nice little shoulder stretch. That's always an option. You can close the palms if you have it. If not, just keep working on closing the palms softly. That way it'll strengthen through the shoulders. If the head touches the ground, you are more than welcome to do tripod headstand. You're more than welcome to forearm stand. Whatever's in your practice. Just keep breathing here for 2, pressing on the outsides of the feet, still bending in just a little bit through the knees. As you exhale, go ahead and release. We'll take a nice little spinal twist here. So once again, you have the option for the block. You can place it underneath the hand as you go ahead and do your little spinal twist. We'll start on the left first. So the left is down, the right is all the way up. What the block does is it creates space between you and the ground, so it may uplift you more, it may help in the practice. If you're more flexible like me and you can just put the hand on the ground, then just go ahead and do it. I'm going to reach the chest towards the sky for 2 more. As you exhale, come all the way back down and then just switch hands. So the right hand down, the left hand up. Once again, seeing how you feel on this side. Maybe you need the block, maybe not. So you exhale, bring both hands down. We'll walk the hands towards the front of the mat, the right toes pivoting forward. We're going to step the back foot in just about halfway up the mat. This is something called pyramid pose. Now with this one, you want to make sure that the hips are nice and square. So from extending the hips, we're going to do close on the hips. So we're still going to be sure to to keep them nice and straight. As you exhale and fold, you want to bend into the knees just slightly. You also have an option if you can, and if you want to, you can bind the hands behind. It's a little bit more of a balanced challenge, but that's up to you. You want to make sure the toes are pointing in the same direction. The left hip comes forward, the right hip comes back, squaring the hips. Just for 2 more. If you have trouble breathing in any one of the folded poses, you can always lift the chin. That always helps with the breathing. You keep squeezing through the thighs. We're going to move into pelican soon. For pelican, you want to plant the hands first. If this is your first time doing it, you want to raise that back leg all the way up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bend through that knee and then press it towards the other knee, just like a pelican would, as if it's standing on a pole. Once you're there and the foot is nice and engaged enough, you want to press the ground away with the right foot. You can go ahead and leave the hands planted on the ground if you want to, or if you feel steady and you feel ready, you want to wrap the hands around that standing leg. That truly is a pelican. And we'll hold here for 2. Keep breathing, keep squeezing. Almost there, just a couple more. If you have to come out and then come back in, you can go ahead and do so. As you exhale, you want to plant the hands, and you want to step back to your down dog. You may want to take a vinyasa here, keep your body moving, still keeping the heat on. We have 1 more side to do.